History's strange, it's alien, and it won't give us what we would like to have.
Spain sent Christopher Columbus west, hoping to reach Asia, and instead ran headlong into two continents that blocked the way. The Portuguese owned the African route by treaty, so Spain needed a western passage, or it would forever trail its rival in the race for spices and power. Into this stepped Ferdinand Magellan, a Portuguese sailor who had quarreled with his own king and now sought opportunity under the young Charles I of Spain. Magellan promised that the Spice Islands lay on the Spanish half of the globe. He also promised that a western route existed. These were bold claims. Spain decided to believe him. 5 ships left Seville in 1519 with more confidence than certainty. By the time they reached the coast of South America, the men were weary and already suspicious. The coast stretched farther than any map had suggested. The Rio de la Plata tricked them for a moment, but it was only a river, not a road to Asia. Food ran low, tempers ran short. When winter trapped them at Port St. Julian in 1520, the Spanish captains mutinied. Magellan crushed the rebellion and executed its leaders. It was a brutal reminder that the voyage would be carried by his will alone. They pushed south again and at last, on October 21st, 1520, sighted an opening in the coastline. It looked no different from 100 other inlets, but something about it drew them forward. The water narrowed, twisted, and then opened again. It was a hidden corridor through a continent. The Strait of Magellan was a labyrinth of cold winds, dead ends, and mountain walls so steep they seemed carved to intimidate intruders. As the ships crept along, the San Antonio deserted and fled back to Spain. The others pressed on. After more than a month of testing every nerve the sailors possessed, the fleet emerged into open water. The ocean lay calm and bright, so Magellan called it the Pacific. He did not know that crossing it would nearly kill them. The food turned to dust filled with worms. The water rotted. Scurvy tore through the crew until men could barely stand. Months passed before they reached the islands of the western Pacific. Relief was brief. In the Philippines, Magellan involved himself in a local quarrel and was killed in a skirmish on Mactan Island. The expedition should have died with him. Instead, Juan Sebastián Elcano took the last surviving ship and sailed it back to Spain, completing the first round-the-world voyage. Only 18 men returned, but they carried proof that the globe could be circled, and that a secret western gateway connected 2 great oceans. Magellan never lived to see his name attached to that narrow, unforgiving strait, yet his stubborn determination carved a path through the edge of the known world. The passage he discovered still feels like a whispered secret, a reminder that history often turns on the people who refuse to back away from an idea simply because everyone else believes it is impossible.
Check out more stories from history at davedoeshistory.org.